Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. It's Red Sox baseball, and it's coming up next. David Price, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really good stuff, and when he's commanding his off-speed pitches like he was in this last one, he threw the ball really well, picking up the win and allowing only 2 runs. If he brings that stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse performances.
Here's Jonathan Scope now as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Now the first pitch here from Price. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1 and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
There to look at in his bets, and that's out number 1. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, there are very few guys that can do what Adam Jones can do for a team. He's hit 6 home runs in his last 10 games, and he's taking the league by storm right now. He's punishing every mistake he sees, and we'll see if he can lose another ball over the wall again today.
So stepping in, Manny Machado, lifetime versus David Price. He's collected 11 hits in 37 tries. He's also taken him deep 4 times. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Adam Jones.
In now, Adam Jones, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. O's 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Andrew Cashner gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Andrew Cashner, big guy, big arm. You know, he's been the guy that everybody's wanted to get their hands on. Big, strong guy, 6'6", about 220 pounds. Hard thrower, 95 to 97. Good sink, good slider, decent changeup. He's yet to put it all together, but if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough to hit.
Stepping into the box, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here. And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety. And right now, this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt. And I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are very few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Striding in for Boston, Xander Bogaerts. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. And a ball 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A high fastball is in there.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Line, but speared on a hop. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Next will be the designated hitter, Rafael Devers. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Two and 1. Cashner, or just Cash for short. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark Trumbo, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Hanley Ramirez. You think he can handle first? I do. He came up as a shortstop. He's also dabbled at third base. Big time power, but soft hands over at the one bag.
In now for the O's, Tim Beckham, lifetime versus David Price. He hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. For the current campaign, Beckham is a .270 hitter, a respectable number he'll look to improve upon in this at-bat. Fastball runs off the outside. It's 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Bogart's on the slide. He's out.
Batting second, left fielder, Trey Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And there's ball 1. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mancini now. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Hanley Ramirez. He'll begin things here against Andrew Cashner. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Next up for the Red Sox, Mookie Betts. From the stretch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
The 1-0. Right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Coming to the plate now, Dustin Pedroia. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Ramirez on second. Betts at first with no outs. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now both runners are breaking. The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the one run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Now in the box, J.D. Martinez. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, that rain is really coming down right now. It's raining cats and dogs. You got to make sure you don't step in a poodle. That's as hard as I've seen it rain all afternoon. Everyone, it's so much harder to concentrate when it rains.
Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. From the stretch, a little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. Hey guys, one thing I want you to be mindful of in this one. We were here early, pregame, watching these guys take extra reps, ground balls, throwing the ball across the diamond, fly ball, shagging. This team has the highest fielding percentage in the American League, and the amount of work that goes in to playing stellar defense, and I think that what makes this team really good.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Digging in the switch hitter, Blake. Swihart, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to third. Beckham takes it in. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Chris Davis now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. I had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. high in the air out to center field. Bogaerts has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Standing in, Anthony Santander, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. In there at the knees, strike one.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Well, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. Two gone.
Batting ninth.
Ready now for Baltimore. Caleb Joseph. Two away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again, Eduardo Nunez.
Third baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
First pitch of the at-bat. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santander waits on it. One away.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit at third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded.
Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
2 out, nobody on. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. Riding in once again, Hanley Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Devers stands at second with 2 gone. This is line to left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're up 1-0. Here's Manny Machado now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Manny Machado.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he got him. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And as you see there, just 1 mile an hour separating these 2 arms so far. 96 on one hand, 95 on the other. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the first pitch here from Price. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Price gets his sign. Here's the 0-2. And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Line to the right side. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here it comes 1-0 to Trumbo. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. Not in time on the throw to second. And now we'll have to wait and see if he's okay out there.
Tim Beckham.
Ready for another chance? Tim Beckham, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, great arm action on that changeup right there. You come up to the plate with runners in scoring position, you're going to be super aggressive. I don't fault that guy for swinging through.
Here's the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Mancini. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Red Sox are out in front, 1-0. Striding in for Boston, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up.
right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Takes this the other way to right. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox after the inning. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And you can see right there he currently sits second on the Red Sox in that category. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Betts aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Santander waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Stepping into the box, J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now a throw over. Throw is up the line as it gets away.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he...
He's set. Here it comes. And a changeup right down the middle. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 the count. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ground ball right side. Scope's able to get there. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Davis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chris Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. In the air to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 0-2 from Price. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Stepping in now, Caleb Joseph. No balls and a strike to count. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Price ready with the 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Lays off 2-2 now. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Blake Swihart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. And he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Digging in and looking for more, Xander Bogaerts. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Dribbled to the right side. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
And Machado will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Jonathan Scope now. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. Betts on the run. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the first pitch here from Price. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
A ball and a strike now to Machado. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Count still at 1-2. Looking to send him packing again. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Martinez. And it's gone into the monster seats. A solo shot here for Adam Jones, number 14 on the season, as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now batting.
Here's Mark Trumbo now.
Mark Trumbo.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to Trumbo. 2 out, nobody on. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Orioles get 1 on the home run by Adam Jones. Bottom of the 6th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Hanley Ramirez.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The 2-2. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets fouled. The 2-2 one more time. It's a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Here's Mookie Betts. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Runner's on his way to third. In there. Now the throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he spikes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Machado fields it cleanly. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1. Here's J.D. Martinez. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Pedroia, base runner at first with 1 out. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled off. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Now another 1-2. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Mancini retreats to the track and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We're through 6 full. Boston's out in front, 2-1. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot.
Leading off for the Orioles, third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a changeup over the outside corner. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another try at 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Matt Barnes comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Career numbers against Matt Barnes, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. And a dive there from Pedroia, but he comes up empty. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
There to look at in his bets, and that's out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Kobe Rasmus will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, Kobe Rasmus.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rasmus hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Caleb Joseph will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Pedroia on to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Your basic 6-4-3 will get him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Kobe Rasmus will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number
Junichi
28,
Tazawa gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 25, Junichi Tazawa.
Digging in once again, Blake Swihart. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. The 1-1. Fouled away. One and two. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Liner towards second. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. High and deep to right center. After it is Jones. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there at the knees. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
1-2.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Craig Kimbrell will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Craig Kimbrell.
In now for the O's, Caleb.
Leading off for the Orioles.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. And all they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Justin Bour will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. In his career, Bour hits a little over the 270 mark. The 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Up around the face.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Schoop. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Drilled down the line. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a 1-out base runner.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. Schoop stands at first with 1 out. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And a strikeout here yet again. It's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Getting late. 8th inning now from Fenway with the Red Sox on top as you get a look at our game's line score to this point. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, he's 1 for 5.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. 1 left for the Orioles. They still trail it here 2-1. Justin Bour will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Andrew Susac is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
This change for the Orioles. Now catching, number 27, Andrew Sousa.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. In the air to right center. On the move is Rasmus, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Mookie Betts, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
No one out with a runner at second. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. And there's one down now.
The second baseman, number 15, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. In there, no balls and a strike. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first will take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
The 0-1 on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Ramirez at second with 2 down. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. 1 left for the Red Sox, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Carson Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Carson Smith. Leading off the Baltimore, designated hitter, Mark Trumbo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line toward right center. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the ninth.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Into the box, Tim Beckham. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Smith is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Tim Beckham becomes the first out of the inning.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base, and now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
From the stretch. A swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. The win would belong to David Price if the lead holds up. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1 home. Takes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch popped up. Pedroia will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The first baseman, number 19, Davis.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Boston Red Sox rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. David Price earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Andrew Cashner pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Carson Smith earns the save out of the bullpen, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious Boston Red Sox: 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is David Price. His record is now 6-2. The save to David Price. The loss goes to Andrew Cashner, just his second loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.